The people of Oguta are known for their entrepreneurship and enterprising spirit. Many are involved in various forms of businesses, including agriculture, fishing, trading, and small-scale manufacturing. The area is also known for its tourism potential, with the Oguta Lake being a major tourist attraction. Imo State is one of the 6 geopolitical zones that makes up the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The Oguta town, which is also known as Oguta Amechi or Amechi by its indigenes, is located in the east side of Oguta Lake in Imo State in the southeast region of Nigeria. It has a sizable estimated population of over 20,000. The town is divided into 2 parts, the old part and the Oguta new layout. The old part is home to the 27 villages of Oguta, while the new layout is a modern cosmopolitan habitat area which as a rule strictly or reasonably complies with the original master plan of the town. In the pre-colonial traditional times, Oguta, which is fondly described as Obodo Girigiri, which in Igbo means the happening town, according to the people of the area, was then pronounced by the aborigines of the town as Oguta or Ogunta, a name derived from the small hills or highlands surrounding it. But the white colonial masters later renamed it Oguta, essentially for ease of pronunciation. The Oguta people also prize in their town as Obodama, which is interpreted as the beautiful town, or inversely, the town of beauty. Oguta's high yield of oil and gas resources makes it an economically essential and oil-producing region of Imo State in Nigeria and a host to major oil firms like Ajib, Shell and Chevron. Oguta is one of the endowed lands the British utilized and exploited through the Royal Niger Company, the UAC, and later the British colonial government. Due to its strategic waterways, Oguta was one of Nigeria's oldest commerce and administrative centers through which oil and gas, palm produce, agricultural products, and natural resources were transported to other parts of the country. Connected to the River Niger, Oguta waterways were used by the British and later Nigerian government forces during the Nigerian Biafra Civil War as routes to access and connect to the adjoining towns, villages and other settlement types nearer and further from the Oguta, which were and remained principally peopled by other ethnic Igbo people. The Oguta Lake is a freshwater lake. It is situated in a natural depression within the extended east bank alluvial plain of the Niger River, downstream of Onitsha, and is encircled by green trees of the rainforest. Natural occurrence formed the lake through deposits of silt, clay, and sand. These sediments act as a dam on the lower part of the Njaba River. It is a fine piece of water at 0.5 kilometers long and 2.41 kilometers wide. During the flood season, it has a maximum surface area of 2.48 kilometers, maximum depth of 35,118 feet. It is the largest natural lake in the southeast region of Nigeria. This area gets a lot of rain in the rainy season, so the water level in the lake can be about 3 meters higher in the rainy season than in the dry season. The Oguta Lake is popularly known for its mysterious characteristics of Urashi and Ogbeide River not mixing. It gets enduring seepage from rivers Njaba, Otu and Ubana, which have their source in the Oka-Olu Cuesta in the north-central of Imo State. It additionally gets water from the Niger River. Lake Oguta channels into the river Urashi, the principal stream on the east bank floodplain of the Niger and which passes on River Niger's floodwaters straightforwardly to the Niger Delta. There are 3 historical stories about the Oguta Lake. Firstly, the story is based on traditional belief of the 2 rivers, Urashi, which is a brown color, and Ogbeide, which has blue color. Although the origin of the lake is quite unknown, It is distinct in an amazing way, probably because there is a confluence in the lake with the river Niger. These two rivers would be expected to intermix, but astonishingly and mysteriously, they never did. It is said that the Ogbeide is female, while the Urashi River is male. And over the years, the traditional story behind the mysteries of the water not mixing is that the two rivers were once married, but they had marital problems, which made them separate and never mix again. It is said that researchers had collected samples of the two rivers and were still unable to mix them. The locals also believe that if one places both types of the water in a bottle in an attempt to unify them, the bottle will explode. The two are now deities, man and wife turned into god and goddess. And the people of Oguta have built shrines where they invoke and offer supplications to the two rivers, one on each side of the other. The quarrel does not affect the places of worship, and worshippers can call on either deity from any of the two shrines. Secondly, there is a tradition of throwing a coin into the lake as a prayer for a peaceful and rewarding journey to the other side. There are days when the worshippers of the lake goddess do not go to fetch water, and there are stories of sightings of Ogbeide, the water mermaid, taking on the form of a beautiful long-haired woman to visit the local markets. The third chronicle story is that the lake served as an entrance passage to the British in entering the Igbo hinterland, which was utilized as a base by the Nigerian Navy during the Biafran War. There are additional records of the previous Biafran war boats to be found in different regions encompassing the lake. Not far from the lake, there is what appears to be an abandoned 18-hole golf course, but when you move closer to the course and you will see it right there in the bushes, a bunker used by Biafran forces during the Civil War. The entrance of the bunker has been blocked off because kidnappers in the past used the bunker to hide their victims from prying eyes. There is another story whose aim is to promote respect for the traditions that the local people have for the lake. Some people visited the lake to see its beauty and wonder. While hitching a boat ride on the lake, one of them proudly stood up and declared that the lake was not that deep and that he can swim easily on it. He then asked the boatman to take another trip to the lake so that he can swim. Tour guide did as he was told, and as he turned the boat around, the tourist outbalanced himself and fell into the river. His body disappeared afterwards. The lake is of great importance to the people of Oguta. It is the source of transportation, food, and source of income for them. In addition, the lake supports the travel industry and the fishery. It is also the outlet for urban sewage. The lake is repeatedly dug for development sand. Yearly, a seasonal flood swells up the lake and submerges the surrounding farmlands of the Oguta people on the other side. Animals like hippopotamus, manatee, crocodiles, and other deep water animals have been cast to the shore. The devastation of crops causes a yearly economic disaster that spreads through the shores of the Niger River, where Urashi connects. Houses by the lake get destroyed also. A 3-star hotel named Oguta Lake Motel has a resort that attracts tourists from all over the world to view the lake and visit Oguta in particular. This 3-star hotel provides tourists a place to stay when they visit the lake.